I'm actually starting to be known on the internet as the YouTuber who's associated with Toy Story, and I'm quite proud of that, and I don't have anything else to say in the intro, so yeah. Hello there, how you doing? So I've seen Toy Story a lot of times, like, I can't stress this enough. A lot of you are probably watching thinking like, yeah, I've seen Toy Story a lot of times. I've seen it more times than you. Not that it's a competition or anything, I'm just saying I'd be very impressed if you've seen Toy Story more times than me. And upon some recent rewatchings of the film, I started to notice some toys like this gun, or the wooden blocks, or more famously, the magic 8-ball, which actually plays an important role in the film. And these toys are unable to come to life, which means that there must be some sort of criteria that a toy has to fulfill to come to life. Because as I said, most toys do come to life, but there are some that don't. And the fact that only some toys can come to life seems to be known by the toys
down there. Just down there, a helpless toy. He's trapped!
But is very much glossed over in the films, and yeah, just no one's ever spoken about it before. So there must be something that these toys are lacking, right? And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, this is just stupid, Seamus. This is your worst video topic ever. Like, why would a block with a letter on it come to life and just start walking around Andy's room? It makes so much more sense for a toy like Woody to come to life. Why are we even discussing this? And you're right, and if you were thinking that, and some of you have probably already commented it, because, you know, who's got time to wait until the end of the video to comment. But today I'm actually going to be doing quite the opposite. I'm not going to be trying to argue that a magic 8-ball should come to life. No, on the contrary, I'm actually going to say that some toys that do come to life shouldn't really be able to come to life. The first toy I have an example for is this hockey puck, and it literally has one scene in the entire film. You might know it. Here it is.
Look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.
You uncultured swine. What are you looking at, you hockey puck?
It's not even funny. Like, why does this hockey puck come to life? It doesn't even have a face. How can it see? How can it hear? How can it speak? It can't do anything other than just, like, exist. I honestly think this toy has no more reason to be alive than the blocks with letters on. Like, I would rather watch the blocks with letters on walk around Andy's room than this toy. Like, it's just so irrelevant. Like, honestly, it has one scene that it's never seen again after that scene. I don't get it. I just don't. But if you think the fact it has legs and is able to walk about gives it reason to come to life, okay, fair enough. Trust me, it may shock you, but there are many worse toys than this that come to life that just don't make sense and boggle my mind. The one criteria that every toy that comes to life seems to fulfill is that it's able to move, okay? It has a means of being able to move. Most have legs, some have wheels, and then comes Etch. You know, Etch-a-Sketch. Which just somehow gets around Andy's room being a plastic box. It has no legs, it has nothing. I don't even know how you can describe this other than just movement. It moves somehow. And you also have Mr. Spell, which is actually the official name given to that toy by Disney, who also just waddles around in the exact same way. Is waddling the right word for their movement? I think waddling's the closest I could find. But they are literally plastic boxes. Like, why are they able to come to life and wander about? Like, the toy gun can't jump around on its butt. The magic 8-ball can't roll around at will. Not even this race car has means of movement on its own. They are literally plastic boxes and are able to walk. This is the biggest problem with Toy Story. Plastic boxes can just walk around at will. Like, that is a flaw. That is the first time I've admitted Toy Story has a flaw. We've also got the toys in Hannah's room, which don't have heads because Sid took them off, but they're still alive. And it almost makes me think that toys are immortal because they can survive someone chopping their heads off. And then there are the actual toys from Sid's room, which you have to take with a grain of salt because obviously they've all been tampered with. But there's still one toy that really catches my eye in his room, and it's the fishing rod with legs. Now, you'd presume that a fishing rod toy wouldn't come to life, right? Because I think the basic logic the creators of this film used when thinking about toys coming to life is that if you can actually picture the toy moving, then it can come to life. But a fishing rod is about as inanimate as an object can get. But the minute you give a fishing rod legs, it's moving around like nobody's business. Unless Sid gives the toys that can't come to life parts of the toys that can move, so that they can come to life and move themselves. And oh my god, Sid is Dr. Frankenstein. He's been bringing toys to life this whole time. That really diversifies his character. It changes everything. Sorry, this video has gone way off track. We were talking about toys that come to life that shouldn't be able to come to life. And a huge accuser of this is Sunnyside Daycare. And oh, don't even get me started on the Sunnyside Daycare toys. There is literally a set of squeaky toys, presumably resembling like a McDonald's meal, with those like wobbly eye things stuck on them. What's the actual name for that thing? Oh, apparently there is no technical name for those sticky wobbly eye things. I didn't know that. But it is literally a burger, a drink, and chips with eyes. And apparently they can just jump around and come to life. Like, someone in the animation room has just been like, you know what, put eyes on them and they can come to life. Food can come to life if you give them eyes. Binoculars can come to life if you give them eyes. Cars can come to life if you give them eyes. Anything can come to life if you give them eyes. And then there's the last one. And I know there are a lot of you that are gonna think I'm taking this last one way too far. So if you're easily triggered by a teenager talking about Toy Story, maybe you should stop watching now. But technically speaking, Hamm shouldn't really be able to come to life. And unlike the other ones I've gone through so far, this one isn't about appearance. It's just, he's a piggy bank. Not technically a toy. Like, I don't know about you, but I consider a piggy bank more of a bank than a toy. And yeah, I know this is made of glass and Hamm's made of plastic, but still, it's not a toy. And I know that Andy clearly plays with it and treats it like all the other toys, and I'm probably digging into this one way too deep. I admit, this one may be too far. But I strongly stand by the fact that Hamm is not a toy. Same with the Russian nesting dolls. Like, why is it called Toy Story? It should be called, like, Object Story or something. Okay, sorry. I have run that joke into the ground, okay? I'm sorry. I apologize. The joke is over. The point I'm trying to make is that there is no criteria for a toy to come to life in these films. Realistically, you don't even need to be a toy. And the only characters I really feel sorry for are these toys that aren't able to come to life. And to be honest, I guess we're never going to find out the real reason why these toys aren't able to come to life, other than the fact it just wouldn't make sense. Because could you imagine if the magic 8-ball could just roll around on its own? And realistically, given the evidence I've shown in this video, there are probably going to be more toys and maybe even objects that come to life in Toy Story 4 that don't really have reason to come to life. Like, we don't need to have a face, legs, arms, or really any way of moving. Like, I'm pretty sure a lamp could come to life in the next film. You know what? I'm calling it right now. There is going to be a lamp that comes to life in Toy Story 4. I'm even going to go as far to say as that it will happen within the first minute of the film. And I know it's a bold statement, but I'm going to predict the actions of this lamp, and I'm going to predict that it is going to jump on an eye and squash it. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in ages. I was on holiday and then I got sick and I haven't uploaded for 12 days. So you waited 12 days to watch a video of me ranting about Toy Story. So yeah, worth it, right? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, click subscribe by clicking here, watch another video by clicking here, and yeah, that is all I have to say.